Welcome back. We're here with the great Carrie Underwood, and there's a reason she's dressed like she's ready for a workout.
You know her as a music star. She has won 7 Grammys, sold 64 million records. Her latest album, Cry Pretty, just went certified platinum.
And now, Carrie is adding author to her resume. She's here for Tune Up Tuesday with some fitness tips from her new book. It's called Find Your Path, Honor Your Body, Fuel Your Soul, and Get Strong with the Fit 52 Life. Good to have you this morning.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So in addition to the book, we've got a new app as well.
We do. It's a corresponding app that just kind of takes the guesswork out of working out.
You know, your question that, in a way, your book asks is how do you find that path to your simpler, more fit life? How did you find your path?
I started small. I started making swaps and little changes. I started learning how to read labels on food because I feel like that's something people don't really know how to do. I started doing elliptical. That's kind of where I started, you know, just doing something, physical movement. And the better I started feeling about myself, the more I wanted to do, and started working out with Eve Overland, and she started putting weights in my hands, and that made me feel even better. And it's just a part of my life. It's that thing that I do for myself, and everybody around me benefits from me taking that little time, 30 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, whatever it is. I feel like my whole family and my friends and my job benefits from me having that for myself.
Carrie, we're all on different paths at different times in our life. How would you describe the path you're on now and how it differs from the path you were on 5 years ago?
I mean, I have 2 kids now. My oldest just turned 5 and my youngest is 1. And I mean, it's just that balance. It's school, it's work, it's writing a book, it's working out, it's making dinner, it's buying groceries, and just juggling. And I feel like that's really what parents do in general, no matter what your job is, no matter how many kids you have, like we're all just juggling and trying to figure it all out.
What is this Fit 52 lifestyle? What is that?
It's a mindset first and foremost. It is all about kind of looking at things from the bigger picture and taking care of yourself and being good, working out and fueling up really well most of the time, but also enjoying life because that's what it's all about. Can't have one without the other to me, and we have birthdays, we have holidays, we have get-togethers, and
so many people say, like, I've got aging parents, I've got little kids, I've got a full-time job, I can't fit it in, and then they beat themselves up over that. Yeah, I mean, it's you're guilty when you do and you're guilty when you don't, right? So it's really all about just carving out whatever. Like, I don't waste time. You're never going to see me sitting around on the couch doing anything.
Well, speaking of that, you've got your trainer.
Let's do it now. We're sitting.
Let's show us a couple of things.
The aforementioned Eve Overland.
Eve.
What's up, Eve?
Famous Eve.
So these are simple workouts that folks can do at home.
Yes, so we use a deck of cards.
You've got a card of 52?
We do, and Eve can
Okay,
explain.
well, we're bending over. No.
No, you don't have to. You just watch me. I'll do this all day long. We'll
Sure.
squat, we'll lunge, we'll...
All right, it's a simple workout game that has 52 cards, and each suit represents the exercise, and the number that you draw is the number of reps. So it's really simple. You can do it anywhere.
That's a clever idea.
Yeah, it makes it fun. You don't have to think about it. You're just like, what's
Now,
next?
how long do you work out every day?
It depends on how long I got.
Sure. So you make it fit.
Yeah.
So let's see
All
what
right,
we
here we
have.
go. So the first card I'm going to draw is a 5 of hearts. So hearts in our protocol is lower body. So we're going to do 5 lower body banded squat tap outs. So you're going to have a wardrobe change unless you guys don't want to play.
Or you can play a little bit.
All right. To modify down, you don't have to use this band at all.
I don't want to play.
You can, everybody.
Come on,
So what you
just
do
watch
is
me.
chest up. You don't even need a demo. Actually, squat down a little bit lower.
Just do that.
We're going to stay low in the squat, and all you're going to do is just tap out to the side for 5.
So you're just using this for resistance.
Right, and it gives you feedback on the way out, on the way in, 5 on the right, and of course everything. Well, let's pretend.
This is great for
keep doing
balance.
it.
And then you do.
How many sets would you do it at?
You'd only do
5.
5 on the right, and then 5 on the
that's
left.
it.
Yeah, and then you move on.
Oh.
Yes, and now the next exercise is diamonds, where is our upper body, and we're going to do 8.
And that's 8. So you know how many reps that is?
We're going to do 8. I said sets, not reps.
8 lateral raises. So you're going to grab the dumbbells. I think we can all do this.
Yeah, okay.
Nice solid foundation. Roll your shoulders down and back, and all we're going to do is bring our arms out to the side and
These
Come
are
on
good
down.
to travel with.
Absolutely.
You can
The
travel.
bands
Carrie,
too, yeah.
Eve, thank you both.
We all know she can sing, but Carrie Underwood can cook too. The mom of 2 young boys, she spends some time in the kitchen, even when she and her family are busy on the road.
That's right, and today Carrie's showing us a couple of her favorite healthy recipes from her new book, Find Your Path, which tackles diet, exercise, and healthy living. She collaborated on the recipes in the book with her good friend, nutritionist Kara Clark. Hey, Kara,
Hi,
good
guys.
to meet you.
Thanks for having me. We're so happy you're here, and we're going to make ugly lasagna.
We are.
Kara's right. This is not ugly at all.
It's very
gorgeous.
I think this is pretty, but I get what you're saying. I get if I made it, it'd be really ugly.
Well, it's when it comes out of the crock pot is when it gets ugly.
So, Kara, y'all are old pals, is that right?
Yeah, we went to
We
college
go
together.
back, but we don't tell how long.
I know, don't tell how long.
Yeah.
Like 5 years ago.
Yes, yeah, you're ladies.
5-6
A
years
lady
ago.
doesn't talk about how
Yeah.
long it goes
That's
back.
right. But you lost touch for a while and then found each other again?
Yes.
Great.
Yeah,
How did that happen?
life
Kindled
happens.
our love.
Yes.
But over kids, kind of, right?
Over kids, yeah.
Over y'all's kids.
Exactly. We could connect with having no time in our lives.
Okay, so this is a great recipe for moms. If y'all are watching, pay attention. We're starting with some white onion and red pepper, correct?
Yes, but
I like how Carrie's just getting right to it.
the good.
She knows she doesn't have time.
I know. The good thing is you can really throw literally any vegetables you have in your refrigerator in it. I've used leftovers before, stuff from the night before.
Okay.
Like the good thing
keep
about
it
this is
colorful.
whatever. Keep
Okay.
it colorful. It's all good. Veggies are your friend.
So, and I like, you kind of are hiding the veggies in a little bit. That's a good trick for kids, right?
Well, and I say even blend it up if your kids are really picky, or husbands in my case.
Uh-oh. I hope he's not
And then
watching.
they don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know.
What they don't know
Sneaky with
doesn't
the
kill
veggies.
you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So what are we doing next over here in
We
the
just
pan?
are going to saute them down a little bit.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Lots
Just
of them.
scrape those right in.
So they're
And
ready.
how would y'all describe the
You know what?
recipes?
Let's just
Yes.
yoink.
There we
This
go.
is-
Let's
Get
just
ugly.
This is a
Come
dope
on.
recipe.
You know?
how would you describe the recipes in the book?
Cleaning it up.
Easy. Most of the things you really should have in your pantry, in your fridge already, or they're easy to find at the grocery store. I don't have time for crazy stuff or too many ingredients. This kind of thing makes a lot of food, so it's good for big families or people are coming over. It's healthy, and it's super duper easy. So
Cool. Okay, so we saute these babies.
saute till they kind of get soft,
Love
and
it.
then you start making layers.
Okay, let's go.
And the layers can kind of go however you want. So you're
I'm,
going to show us how
I'm
you do it.
fascinated with the idea of a lasagna in a slow
In a
cooker.
crock.
Yeah, you start out with some like olive oil spray and some sauce on the bottom. You make the noodles fit, break them up.
You
If
don't even have to cook 'em before?
These are whole wheat. Nope, these are whole wheat noodles. If you don't have
boil.
this, you could use like chickpea noodles or
Do your
rice
kids?
noodles.
Do your kids go for the whole wheat noodles?
Yeah, or some sort of maybe you could probably use penne or
Yeah.
something like that
Yeah.
if you don't have.
Yeah.
Have these, break them to fit, make your layers, put your veggies in,
Yum.
put your sauce in after the
Okay,
veggies.
you're using tools.
You layer it
Yeah,
up.
I mean, layer up.
Use those.
So, Karen,
Lots of layers.
is this your recipe or
This is
Carrie's?
actually
Let's get real
Carrie's
here.
recipe,
Okay,
and
all
I
right.
approved it.
Kara approved.
Kara, for moms out there and dads, I would hate to,
Yeah.
leave you out.
Yeah.
What are the things we should be eating every single day?
So colors, and this is fun with the kids too.
Yeah.
You kind of can spin the wheel, get out an old twister wheel or something like that, and then the kids get to be involved in it. So my motto is 5 colors a day.
5 colors a day.
And then we
Okay.
combine our macros, which is carbs with fat and protein
Yeah.
every time we eat. Same with kids. We don't want blood sugar spikes with our kids because that just means more
No, because
energy.
then we have the crash, and that
Yeah.
crash
We
don't look
don't
good.
want them to have more energy.
It doesn't work for us anymore.
All right, we've got spinach. You put in some cheese.
Yeah.
All right, should we come over here and try some of this?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
actually think
try
it's
it.
rude
Just
to
keep
call it
making
ugly.
layers
Yeah, how many
for the
layers you
record
doing here, Carrie?
until you get to the top and
Okay.
end with
Part
some
of the reason our
sauce.
stuff
Okay.
turns out ugly
Easy
is 'cause we
peasy.
have so many colors
keep
and it's
working
like
this for you.
brownish because
Yes.
by the time you get all
Look
the
how
colors.
many colors this is, y'all.
Yeah.
Like your 5 colors a day is in this.
Can we come over here and try some of this? Also, whatever this ice cream
Nice
is.
cream is.
Nice cream.
It's called nice cream,
Wait,
which
yeah.
means you can have it every day.
Really delicious. Do you mind,
Good.
right, Willie?
Good.
Do you mind? Yeah.
Do it.
Okay, really
You
good.
can also add meat to this. This one's vegan, but you can add your own cheese.
Oh
and
wait,
you can
this
add meat.
isn't cheese?
That's vegan cheese.
Turns out vegan cheese tastes just like cheese.
That's really good. Really good.
Nice cream.
Nice
What do you
cream.
know?
Okay, wait. What's in the nice cream, real quick?
Right now we have a little coconut cream, we've got bananas, we've got cacao, and we mix it up, and since it's so nice, you could have it every day and call it a meal.
Oh my God.
Call it a meal.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
Jenna has that light touch, which she chucks the bananas in there.
You try it? Yeah, Jenna chucked
I'm going to try it.
She made it.
You guys, this wasn't enough. We could have cooked way more. Thank you all so much.
Thanks, guys. For these recipes, you can head to
you.
today.com/food. And, of course, check out Carrie's new book at today.com/shop.
It has been 15 years since Carrie Underwood, the young woman from Chakota, Oklahoma, stole the spotlight, winning season 4 of American Idol, and it changed her life.
Yeah, aside from selling millions of records, Carrie's a New York Times bestselling author and has won more than 100 major awards. Where does a person even put all those trophies?
Must have a special room. The superstar recently released her first ever Christmas album. It's beautiful. It's called My Gift. It debuted at #1 on both the Billboard country and the holiday charts.
And all of those festive songs are featured in an HBO Max special, also called My Gift, a Christmas special from Carrie Underwood, and it begins streaming today.
Carrie, I mean, you hit the jackpot with this. So before we get into it, and I cannot wait to talk about it, I did something this morning. I Googled me and you 2005, okay? And I watched our whole Dateline interview together, me and you, 15 years ago. And it was so moving to me, and it was so beautiful to watch you at the beginning. And I remember one of the lines I said was something like, we don't know if she's going to have 15 minutes of fame, 15 years, or a lifetime. Well, you know what? It's going to be a lifetime because 15 years is over. Let's just take a tiny peek at part of that interview.
All right. While in her senior year of college, she saw an ad on TV for American Idol auditions in St. Louis, 8 hours away.
And I thought, I'll forget it. Maybe next year, that's a long way away. And Mom said, if you want to go, I'll take you. What's the sense in sharing this one and only life?
We got to watch the whole thing. Pop some popcorn tonight, Carrie. Yes. It's worth it. But do you remember then your mom said, let's do this? Could you ever have imagined then that this is where we'd be today?
No. I mean, I don't think anybody could have, predicted. You can't predict a life, and it's just one blessing after another, and chasing your dreams and the stars lining up perfectly and God opening so many doors for me that my mom saying, if you want to go, I'll take you. Just being willing to, help me chase those dreams, even if they seemed a bit unrealistic.
Hoda sent it to me, and I watched it too. And it was Hoda talking to your grandpa on the porch, and it was, your hometown that just rallied behind you. How do you carry all of that, Carrie, all of that little girl, into how you're building your own family?
I mean, I think I feel so lucky to, live and work in, country music, and we live in Nashville, and I feel like relatively country artists are pretty normal. You're dropping your kids off at school and going and working, and you can still be somewhat normal. But I mean, my husband and I, we both grew up pretty much the same way, and parents that were very supportive of their children's dreams, and would do anything that they needed to do to make that happen, and make sacrifices along the way to make our dreams come true. So I feel like we just want to be that for our children. We want them to grow up normal. We want them to just know what it's just like to be a kid, and we don't bring too much of our work home with us, even though Isaiah is a part of my Christmas album and the special. But there's some things that are worth, bringing them into our world.
First of all, I can't handle these pictures. Isaiah in your Christmas special. I mean, there are so many beautiful parts that take your breath away. There's something about the moment of you and him singing Little Drummer Boy. What was it like being in that moment with him?
It was great. I didn't know how it was going to work. I had asked him if he wanted to be a part of the Christmas album, just come sing a song with me. And I was like, I don't know if he'll be able to, or if he'll, he might get frustrated or, be bored. I don't know. He's 5. So I kind of warned everybody. I was like, I'm not sure what we're going to get, but even if we don't get anything and, he doesn't feel like doing it, at least I got to bring my kid to work with me. He gets to see what I do. Because really, I don't think he has that much of an idea of what my job is. But it was all that I could have hoped for and more. We did have a wonderful day in the studio. He did get to see what I do. I got to have that moment with him, and he sings his heart. He doesn't know any other way. He's not doing it for followers or anything. He just is singing his heart, and it was just so pure and joyful, and I was honored to get to be in the room with him while he did that.
Wow. I think any of us that have kids can just know that moment. It's like we don't even care about the tone.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.